First map, sun sign duration in hours in USA and in Europe. So that's the chart. As you can see in California, Nevada, Arizona, part of Nevada, it looks a bit not that much, like that's a lot of sunshine. I don't know how they survive with that, cause that's a lot. But some in places like Iceland, Norway, and part of Russia. Oh, and there's also in Scotland. That's really interesting. And Ireland, I actually would have never expected Ireland to be here. Just yeah. So, next map. Okay, so this was a map made by Matthew Paris in the 1200s when the Mongol Empire was still at its peak. So we, as we can see, this map does not look like a really good map. Like, I think this is supposed to be Scotland, maybe. And I mean, they got this part of Cornwall and Devon right, but the rest just looks really scrambled. Uh, yeah, it does not look that good. Okay, we, okay. So this is before and after the Hurricane Helene that happened in America. So let's see everything that happened. So it mainly affected this area of USA, the southeast, and as you can see, a lot of it probably affected like Georgia and Florida and like this tiny bit in South Carolina. Like, look at the difference. Next map. The oldest businesses in each state. This one is really interesting because we can see all the states. Let's see if I can recognize one. No, I don't think so. They all do not sound familiar at all. Like what is Davis Funeral Chapel? Or what is the Rowland Company? So yeah. We also have a lot of this Seaside ink. They sound really old. Yeah, they do. Next map. This is the travels of IBA and Bantuna in the 1300s and the 1300s, yeah. So, as we can see, he traveled from these areas in Africa. He traveled all the way here to from India to all the way here, all the way to the Mongol Empire. Well, the Mongol Empire was split into four parts: the Empire of Great Khan, Kangtai Kenkate, Khanate of the Golden Hole, and Eight Khanate. And yeah, this is basically everywhere he traveled. Cool map. Okay, next map we have is the 1750 map of the Portuguese Goa in India. And the capital was Estado da India, or the Portuguese Empire in the east, which actually it's a really bland map. You can see there's a pool here, there's another pool here, and yeah, I believe this is like a center of some sort. And then there's some meadows, some farms everywhere. There's yeah, so this is yeah. And then this is the map of the Iberian Peninsula in the 100s, and as you can see, it is pretty bland. Like, there's some areas called Toledo, Castro Legions. This was the capital. Gemini. What? Yeah, I think that's where the. And then you can. There's also some words that are a bit recognizable, like Valentia, which sounds a bit like Valencia, or Batikia, which sounds okay. That does not sound like Barcelona, but you know. And then there's Augusta Emerita, which sounds a bit like August Empire, maybe because that's what it means. And then they also had some regions in Morocco called Lixus and Tingi. And then here is a 1966 map of British Honduras. but back then, and well, this is basically just Belize, but it was called British Honduras, and there was a lot of places like this is. It was well, the capital's actually called Belize, but then they just changed it and made it Belize City. There's a lot of places like I think this is the are all just major cities like Stan Creek, and there's also rivers, Medina Bank, Punta Gorda, Orange Walk, all of those places. Then we also have a map of the world drawn by Leon de la Cosca from the 1450s to the 1510s, where it shows the world map and yeah, and I guess you can actually kind of see it. This was the time where the Americas was like it wasn't discovered yet. It was discovered in the 1570s, I believe. And so this area was just not there. They just thought it was green. Yeah, they just dealt with it. And you can see Africa's kind of recognizable alongside Europe, and also a bit of Asia is recognizable too. And I don't know what's happening here, but I think maybe those are islands. I don't know what they are. Next up, we have map of Brazilian states with their names literally translated into English. So let's see what they mean. First, let's go into so this is called Federal District, Bay, Piaba Fish River, Green Waters, Great Northern River, bad for navigation, Long Sea, Lakes, River of Crabs, Holy Spirit, the River of January, River, Great Southern River, South Saint Catherine, thick bushes of the south, thick bushes, sea, plain of rice, Tokens Beak, Amazon River, Green Peak, the Amazons, Green River, and the land of Rondon. Now, a lot of these places probably got their names from and geographical reasons, like the Amazons, because the Amazon is right, well, in this region, sea, because this part is sea, and they probably have a lot of seas, and then Amazon River, because the river just flows from here. And that same goes for this region, this region, this region, this region, and river crabs probably because there's a lot of rivers and maybe crabs. I haven't seen a Brazilian crab. And then long sea, maybe this part goes from the Amazon rainforest, this connects to the river, and yeah. Next map. Wait, what happened? Okay, it's fixed, it's fixed. Okay, so this is the map of the first century CE trade routes, and as you can see, it is centered on the Silk Road, where it's right over here somewhere. The routes, it remained from 500 BC to 500 CE, which is quite a long of time. That is quite a long time. It's like almost around 1,000 years, maybe 1,000 years. I don't know. So, so these routes are typically so we can see routes from India, Persia, Arabia, Europe, Egypt, Somalia, China, and Java. And I actually never knew that Somalia actually existed back then, but I guess they're talking about Homo sapiens probably, like undeveloped, but they still can trade. Like, so what I've noticed is that India trading with Europe is actually quite easy. Just go from this direction here, go from a bit of Egypt here. Okay, never mind. That's a bit hard, but it's but the Roman Empire basically had all of this region, so it was pretty easy. Just go from here, I guess. Next map. So this map is oh, this is just a bland map. Let's just go to the next map. Anyways, now we can see this map looks pretty cool. No, this shows all the places, and I'll put up a map here of all the English counties right over here to show you all the counties and how most of them got their names from. Like we can see Gloucester, London, Norwich, Lincoln City, Leicester City. I'm trying to find Coventry. Okay, no, never mind. There's also what is there? Oh, there's the wall that separated Scotland and England actually. That's what I know. Yeah, that's cool. And yeah, basically that's almost it. Next map. So this is the world real density map network length relative to country size. So basically just how much kilometers per train capita. So as we can see in some areas like Algeria, Canada, Greenland, Brazil, Uruguay, and even Australia, there aren't many trains because well, most people just have a car or it's really hard to afford basically to make a train. But in regions in like Japan, or Germany, Czechia, Switzerland, Belgium, and the UK, there's a lot because well, not a lot of people usually use car. They mostly use a train to get to short distance, like if you want to go from London to Birmingham, or in Germany from like Frankfurt to Berlin, or Switzerland again to Zurich, or Czechia, Prague to somewhere. Move on. No, no, this is all the black population from the 1900s versus the 2020s. So, as we can see, in the 1900s, there wasn't a lot of black people, mostly because the USA was more populated on this region, more than this region. But they mainly, but it's quite fascinating to see that most of them live here, and there's some type of bridge connecting to make it here. Like, I think these are just big cities either, or people just tend to live there more because it's less cruel there or something. Because like if you look at New York, not many black people live there. Like yeah, there has to be something going on over there. But and now let's look at 2000. Oh wow, it increased, but it looks like it decreased. Uh, okay, wait, let's look at it closely. So it looks like the amount has decreased, but for some reason it increased. Like if you go to New York now, no, not that much still, but yeah. Like if you go here for some reason, what's happening over here? Like what's wrong? What's happening in this region? Like I believe that's Louisiana, or is that Louisiana or Mississippi? Yeah, it was Arkansas and Louisiana area, and a bit of Mississippi. I don't know what area it is. Let's just go to the next map. Okay, guys, I know this is out of context, but I just found this snake learning. I just thought it was interesting. Oh wow, this map talks about all the regions of and the regions of the map and how much lightning is struck. So as you can see, there's like a lot of lightning that's being struck for some reason. It's unevenly distributed across the globe, and I don't know why, but it's mostly happening in the DRC region. I don't know what's happening there in DRC, but something must be happening there. And like, if you go to like the north region or the oceanic regions, there aren't that much lightnings. It's mostly happening in the warm regions like Florida, Cuba, this region. Like if you go around the equator, somewhere around here, it's yeah, look. Like, oh yeah, I've heard of this story. The Columbia lightning thing. I forgot the name. Let me check it. Yeah, the wait. This is the Catatumbo lightning. Like yeah. This is the Catatumbo lightning. Like it just strikes her almost every single day for some reason. Yeah. Like, who knows why? But what we do know is that this region will probably almost remain the same. Let's look at the next map. Okay, so this map shows how evenly distributed the money is. So how much regions they all of these regions have the same amount of money. So as we can see, uh, like if you go to some regions, like somehow this region of Ireland, Scotland is pretty good, but this region of Nordics is also pretty good, but like if you go here, those are like the wealthy countries because because of Switzerland, Austria, and a bit of this place. And I believe that's where Nice is. So, and as you can see, that's a lot of the Slavic countries. Like all this Balkan and all these Slavics is equivalent to just this tiny portion of Europe of Switzerland, Austria, this part of Italy, Nice, France, and these two islands of Italy. That's crazy. Now, for our last and final map, we are gonna be talking about this map of UK geology, rocks, and mountains and formations. So, what we can conclude from this is okay. So we have a table here. Let me zoom in for you guys. I don't think you can see it, but oh well. Like here. Okay, that doesn't change anything. You guys have to deal with it. So this green region means not that much rocks. Blue means a bit rocks, but not still a lot. Yellow means not that much. Brown means like probably more than average. Pink means a more than average. Purple means a bit more rocks than usual than it should be, and then red is just a lot of rocks, mountainy rocks. So as I can see, there isn't that much pink going on. Like either I don't. Yeah, there is some pink. The Scotland region. Why there's so well? You would mostly expect it in the Scotland region. And I reckon I live somewhere in this region. So I'm either in the blue region or the yellow region. So, and we can also look in Ireland. Yeah, basically almost the same. So, okay, guys, thank you so much for watching my video, and you should also check out Adred Amazing Maps and his other channels, Epic Maps and Terrible Maps. See you in the next video.